First, in the Japanese version, he has Chikao Otsuka, who passed away a year before Leonard Nimoy. And then they ended up getting Akio Otsuka, which I predicted the moment that happened. Oh, okay, it's a nostalgia critic. Then Rutger Hauer played Xehanort in Kingdom Hearts 3, and he passed away a little while before Remind came out, which then has Christopher friggin' Lloyd voicing Xehanort.
Wait, what?
Those voices aren't even close to each other.
Yeah.
Because you go from Leonard Nimoy to Rutger Hauer to Christopher Lloyd. That's more vocal variation than you find in characters who are supposed to be different people sometimes.
Oh, hi, Ven.
Oh, yeah, everybody who's watching my stream, welcome back to Uncharted 4's abysmal loading times.
Better or worse than Sonic 06?
Slightly better, but I think Sonic 06 might be a better game.
I'm pretty sure, regardless of the game, you probably have more than enough time to fight.
Them's are still fighting words.
Yeah, I know.
Because I have quite a few words to say about that game. Most of those not being particularly nice.
Sonic 06?
Yes, let's bombard the clearly traumatized and amnesiac 12-year-old with questions about things he doesn't know the answers to.
I'll take a shot every time Princess Elise is kidnapped.
You know, that is an incredibly inefficient way to pick up something like that. You should have started at the front.
Well, I care.
He's having a migraine.
Varl's face. Looks like he'd rather be anywhere else.
No, you heard the voices in the side go, "You more great Wi-Fi, me Sao, you more great Wi-Fi."
If you stream Immortal Kombat 9, we're probably gonna repeat that joke when we get to that point.
No, anytime we see the priest in the background, we could do that.
I'll fill you in later.
If it's doable to like stream a, if I have to play through PlayStation Now.
Alright, great. Stay where there's
You know, there is actually a light novel to Birth by Sleep that actually has a bit more detail into the shtick with Vanitas and whatnot. But it's like, why couldn't we get this in the game?
Oh, there it is. You know, this is hardly a puzzle. This is more like just pointless busy work at this point. It's just making you examine a painting so that you can find...
Tara, why were you just getting flashes of spoiler imagery?
Oh, come on.
Spoil the game.
Yes. As Tara's imagery literally spoiled later events in the game.
There's I feel like, oh. Didn't I go over that one? Why is that so faint?
Oh,
well,
so now we can't go back. Alright. Now we get to Radiant Garden. Which, by the way, later becomes Hollow Bastion.
Yep.
Due to something we don't get to see in Birth by Sleep.
Yeah, stop being so radiant. That's why they changed it.
Oh, there's Scrooge McDuck. Like, no kidding, Scrooge McDuck.
Yep. Just casually walking by.
Don't fuck with Scrooge McDuck.
Or his DuckTales. Woo!
Huey, Dewey, and Louie are also in this game. and they're in Disney Town.
Yeah.
See, a world like this, where the arenas are fairly large and filled with these creatures, this is why you want to have a strong magnet spell. Magnera, or even better, Magnega.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I may be a tad bit overpowered.
What gave it away?
Unlimited power!
You know, some people compare this game to the plot of the prequel trilogy of Star Wars.
Oh, God.
With Xehanort pretty much being Darth Sidious and Terra being Anakin.
No, you will die!
Why didn't they get Ian McDiarmid to voice Xehanort in Kingdom Hearts 3?
That would have been too easy.
It would have been too easy, but it would have made perfect sense. So, yeah. Yeah, the weird thing is, after playing Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, it is so weird seeing this world as Radiant Garden as opposed to Hollow Bastion.
No, I do. I just want to make sure Sam knows. You know, because he likes to feel useful, that's all.
For the love of God, why do I have to press the button? You can't just have Drake do that by himself.
You gotta pull the lever, Kronk.
Can we at least assume that Drake knows how to operate a phone?
You're asking too much.
Looks a lot younger than the other pirates.
Oh, hi, Merlin. And that book brings back terrible, terrible memories.
Full break.
How much you want to bet that this painting right here, the section that's missing is the one where you actually get the thing?
Huh. No name. This guy's getup looks Moorish.
Yeah, it fell right out of your ass.
There we go.
Stars. Who are you?
Why do we need to know what their names are? It's not like their names actually tell us anything.
It's not like in Monty Python, where we first need to ask your name, then your quest, and then
Then
either between...
No.
Either your favorite color, the capital of Assyria, or the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow.
So we have Edward England, Tariq bin Malik, Yazid al-Basra, and a monkey symbol that we've never seen before, but we can always use that as some kind of...
Yazid al-Basra.
Looks Indian.
Close. Muggle.
They're not the
Full break.
the ones Avery robbed.
Honor among
No,
I thought
we're
it was
not
pronounced
doing...
Mughals.
Yeah, like that's everything.
We're not going to the friggin' in command board.
As in, like, the Mughal Empire.
God,
I didn't know it was pronounced Muggles like Muggles from Harry Potter.
Since when?
Oh, by the way, we get a brief glimpse of one of the best bosses in this game.
Dude, they actually attempting to make
That's
this...
a lot. That is not Chernobog.
There it is.
I said in this game. Chernobog isn't in this game.
Oh.
You know what I realized they're starting to do? They're starting to put
That's 3.
the symbols in places that's really irritating to try and look for. Thanks, guys.
You're a real help there.
That is very intuitive puzzle design, trying to look for a red square on a maroon bag.
Oh.
And 4.
That was...
You know,
that looked like
the
a
funny
part of his
thing-
arm. I thought that was
Why
like
not-
his arm in discoloration. What the fuck?
You know, funny thing is, like, whenever I think of the fact that even in Kingdom Hearts 3, since in that game actually does have both Roxas and Ventus in the same area, which leads me to thinking, like, how is McCartney gonna pull off this when he has to voice two characters? Then I realized, oh wait, he's got his Nightwing voice to rely on.
Let's see here. If this guy's Moorish, that must mean that, what's his name from Pirates of the Caribbean here must be, the guy with the monkey.
Jeffrey Rush?
No. That would make more sense. I'm thinking of, Jack's
No,
first
that is
mate.
No, that is Jeffrey Rush.
Oh. No, that was his old first mate, Barbosa. His,
Yeah, he has the monkey.
Yeah, but...
He named the monkey Jack.
In this, the guy with the monkey, he is... The guy with the monkey looks like Jack's first mate from the other...
I'm being stupid.
Maybe I wasn't clear enough, I don't know.
You were being clear, but I was not paying attention.
Able to figure this out.
Hey, too busy freaking jumping on fountains.
Well, I have to jump on fountains, otherwise how am I going to get this treasure chest?
Okay.
Yeah, at least you know to freaking spot the difference in, like, bunch of paintings like in Persona 5.
But those are the same picture.
Are you sure?
Zed El Basra.
Give a good eye, you can figure out the difference. No guy.
I know.
This guy, Ibn Malik.
I know
Or whatever.
what you're referring to. I was just making a joke.
I know.
Oh, based on an internet meme?
It's the same one. No, it ain't. It's a fake.
So, you know, for Terra, it's like, if I were to, like, recast him, it would either be Mark Drayson, voice of Guts from Berserk, or Matthew Mercer. Because I think those two would definitely do a lot better.
Definitely.
But, of course, we have to go with the celebrity voicing, because that's a Disney tradition at this point.
Because
why would we... Shining, shimmering, splendid.
Filled with shitty... you got me off my fucking groove, dude.
Well, I guess I'm getting yeeted. Sorry!
No, you must be submitted to audio source reporter.
No. No, I'm
Then
more
you
doing,
get
No, I'm more doing Emperor's New Groove, where he's like, I'm...
the world filled with shitty voices. There.
Okay, that's better.
God damn it.
Because I thought we were actually going to sing A Whole New World, but... why am I not getting memos? So, gameplay runs at 60 frames per second, while cutscenes run at 30 frames. Why can't they take notes?
So
Why can't
stupid.
Why can't they take notes from Capcom?
Because
Why would you have your cutscenes running at a lower frame rate than the actual gameplay? Why would you ever do that?
Because
it's the original PSP game.
I don't fucking
Alright.
care.
alright, I finally have Magnega, which means every
And
enemy
you got
that
magic maze.
Yep. Which, let me check my ability list.
I got two magic maze.
I have one more to go.
Boy, you get you get information that this guy is something Ibn Malik. And he's a Moor. This guy is clearly Moorish, right? Okay? So, this guy is quite clearly not from the Middle East. This guy looks like he's Irish, for fuck's sake. So
What?
could you... I'm talking about the red-headed guy on the left of this portrait gallery here. Which isn't really a portrait gallery, it's a landscape gallery of people who happen to be front and center in front of landscapes. Also, Yazid Al-Basra, he is either standing in front of a window in front of a harbor of some sort, or he's standing in front of a painting of this. So it looks like they've painted a painting almost. And
what is it, like Mario 64? Can you
maybe
jump into these paintings and, you know, go to other world?
God, I wish. That would have been back when Naughty Dog was making good games and not DMCAing people.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original Crash game.
And, Jack and Daxter, since they did make those.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
I have I still need to play them. And then Fran could be my Daxter while I die as Jack.
Well, better you than me.
Alright, gentlemen, here we go. Time to face off against the best boss in this game. And this is something all three characters have to face off against. We fight a Megazord.
Oh, God.
This is Trinity armor.
Alpha,
Readers escaped. Recruit 3 Keyblade wielders with attitude.
Hold on, this is not my one. This is taking like 3 pieces to form that magazine.
a power and a force that you've never seen before.
What?
They've
Oh my God,
got
he's singing the
the
freaking full
ability to
song.
morph and to even up the score. No one.
By the way, if you think I'm
down,
overpowered as
home.
Terra and at this point in the game, just wait till we get to Ven, where I literally grind him up after Cinderella.
And the power
What? He got a freaking ring of martyr stuck up his ass?
Oh yeah, by the way, Drake, I did that through trial and error, motherfucker. Drake was
Hey,
complaining.
remember all those videos of saying that you shouldn't press the square button? Or rather, you shouldn't mash the X button? What is discouraging me from doing that right now?
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Exactly! Because Kingdom Hearts 2, there are segments where that is discouraged.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
might
fucking
It's
try
because that's supposed to teach you, use friggin' magic! Hell, the Pirates of the Caribbean world has Pete spell it out for you.
Look at this. Listen to this. I have to press a button for Drake to take out
Watch
his
this.
phone. Ow.
Then, you wouldn't be so worthless if I was playing as you right now. Same can go for you, Aqua.
Aqua is not as useless as she is in Konosuba then, huh?
Yes.
But listen,
there you go.
listen to this, though. I have to walk up to the thing, press a button for Drake to take out his goddamn phone, and then I have to align it and hit the X button. This isn't fun and immersive gameplay. This is bullshit. Drake could have done this in a fucking cutscene. I wouldn't have complained.
Alright, let's see what he makes of him.
This isn't interactive. This is just press X to continue, and then press triangle. Well, press triangle
I don't
to
think I want to
interact,
go
and then X to
visit a
continue.
dictator's or theme park.
Hold that.
Oh God, they gave us easy passes.
MIC-KEYMOUSE.
We'll get there.
Only way for them to
When we get there. That dictator's music will be blaring in my head, and I will not stand for his oppression of those poor innocent citizens.
What the heck? Death Star.
Commandant Mickey Mouse, I have come to free the people of Disney Town from your reign of terror. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Fun fact, Peter Cullen does voice Eeyore.
I know that.
And, but in Kingdom Hearts, he's voiced by Grimlock.
Sam, get the photos.
Wait a second, which Grimlock? Because they're...
OG Grimlock.
Okay.
Greg Berger, who is also Jacked.
Oh, it seems my brother's been kidnapped again.
Long time.
What the
What a shock.
Sullivan leave it on a
Take
cocktail
a shot.
I wish. That only would
Yeah,
have
is it just me or does Drake have giant hands?
I had to pay top dollar.
Tara's got huge hands. So does Ben.
My hands aren't. I don't think my hands are nearly that big, and I'm taller than Drake.
Clever moves there. But in the end, all that matters is who gets to Avery's treasure first.
Well, that sounds like a bet.
Hey, Nate, you know I'm always game. But my partner...
Except for the fact that he'll blindly mistrust you and trust the devil's goat beard.
Wow. Rafe Adler, taking orders from
And
somebody
Terry's being a
else.
whiny bitch.
Oh, how times have changed.
See, now I'm reminded of that
You drop everything.
Oh,
Go
hi.
home,
Hey
live
there.
your life,
that skit at a convention that
I'm willing to forgive and forget.
Peter Cullen did, where it was Optimus Prime talking to Eeyore.
I gotta say,
Yeah, I remember that skit.
And now I'm thinking about like Eeyore hopping into Optimus Prime's cockpit and or cab and them just riding around.
You hacked their phones.
You stole my cross. Listen, Nate.
Oh, he didn't kidnap my brother. He just hacked their phones, apparently.
Oh, by the way, this dude's quirk, this dude's speech thing is oftentimes he'll say as if. Bran, you know this guy.
What?
Yeah, Big Rex.
You realize that your phones are equipped with GPS.
There was a bit of a joke regarding.
Oh, why did you just tell me that my phone was equipped with GPS? Yeah, I know that, dumbass,
Goons
but...
with guns on their way here now.
Do you think
Sam,
Drake knows how
You
to,
understand what this means?
you know,
Get off the streets right now.
how to be,
What's going on?
how to do normal person?
I'm pretty sure he hasn't thought that far.
Jesus Christ, the animation just got real fucking janky here. This is like early PS3, sub PS2.
I'll buy you a new one.
Oh, wow.
I'm going
Like,
to equip
I would
myself with Fission
No,
Firaga.
now look at this. The in-game animations are so much better than the ones that were in the cutscenes. What the hell, Naughty Dog?
Just loading up my subscription so I can find your stream. There you are. Okay. Yeah, I know. I got a lot of magic spells, and Tara's not really a magic user. What do you want from me?
Dance, magic, dance.
Okay, so
Come on.
I'm not sure if this area will. I'm not sure if it'll be.
Okay, now this
if it
cutscene's
occurs
well
after
animated.
I beat Trinity Armor, but the area where I fought him is where the best grinding can happen.
Stick around to find out.
There are multiple There's a couple steps that you need to follow for this. Step 1, get yourself some mega flares. Step 2, enter the area. Step 3, kaboom. Repeat these steps until you are max level. Okay, it doesn't happen until I clear Radiant Garden.
Makes sense.
Because you wouldn't want to overpower yourself before you fight Zigbar. Or, I'm sorry, Breg. Because at this point, he isn't a nobody yet. Oh, dear lord, I can't believe I'm going to have to explain that element into the game after... when we get to Kingdom Hearts 2.
Holy
Jesus.
shit!
On a shit sandwich.
Holy on a sandwich.
Holy shit on a shit sandwich with shit on top.
and a side helping of
I hit the button.
It's like you could probably do late game Tristan in Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, but I could definitely do early game Tristan.
My problem was that I was doing
to do something for once.
I think my
voice gives me super strength.
Yes, but my hair gives me the power to defy gravity.
Oh, the humanity.
Whee!
Oh, come the fuck on.
So, by default, Terra gains air dash. As opposed to, say, like, something that could be a bit more beneficial, but then again, Ben will get something more broken than a friggin' air dash. Can you take a wild guess what that is?
I don't know. I'm actually kind of caught up in a firefight here, so,
yeah, I can see it.
For the love of fucking God, Drake.
Drake's almost wasted.
Could you... He just got wasted. Pick up the ammunition. Pick up the... There we go.
I really want
now
someone...
do it without dying. I
really want... On someone who's really good at editing the stuff who watches their stuff to, like, go onto your stream and just be like editing the wasted thing over Drake.
Two homies, 12 inches apart because they're not gay.
So, okay, speaking of that, so the Persona 4 Hi, I'm Daisy comics. Basically, they're a parody comic series that makes fun of the plot of Persona 4. They also do some for Persona 3
Get on
and whatnot.
You need the high ground there, Drake. Obi-Wan would be very disappointed.
Uncharted's wonky controls. Wonky, Dick, you're doing it again.
Yeah, but it's that Crash Bandicoot. Damn, we can talk about wonky.
It is. Hey, made by Naughty Dog.
Okay, that one was my fault. I didn't even try to enter cover that time.
You know, part of the reason why I ended up like delaying proceeding further in the game, even though I already finished talking to Yensit and could have proceeded further, because I wanted you to hear Spock. Got any thoughts on Leonard Nimoy?
I actually can't hear him.
Really can't?
No. If I can hear your stream, I hear your voice is duplicated, and I hear my voice.
Oh. Crap. Looks like I'm gonna have to send you like voice samples of Leonard Nimoy's Xehanort.
I'll look at it later.
Let's just say this was originally going to be the last things Leonard Nimoy did before retiring as an actor. Before he went on to decide, you know what, I think I can voice act. And then he voice acted Sentinel Prime in the third Michael Bay Transformers movie.
Yep. You know, that was the worst one right up until The Last Knight came out.
Really? Because Revenge of the Fallen exists.
Revenge of the Fallen isn't as badly edited.
It's not Last Night bad.
I have not seen The Last Night, nor do I have any desire to see The Last Night, because do I look like I watch crap?
Okay, you remember The Last Jedi?
Dude, you've seen Dark Phoenix.
Fran,
you remember
I don't try to go out of my way to watch crap.
Kevin, have you seen The Last Jedi?
Yes.
Okay.
I saw it in theaters. I own it on Blu-ray for some stupid-ass reason.
Okay, that's the last night.
Ouch.
Yeah,
So...
It's almost identical, except for the fact that the last night actually has, like, some decent ideas.
And the fact, which are ripped straight from Transformers Prime.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't say that it took any sort of credit for those ideas because
but it's
they
like
came
it's got
from
that
somewhere else.
It's got that that concept of the Transformers being around during Arthurian times, you know? I don't know where that's...
Yeah, and it's a shame they don't expand upon that because guess what? That would have made for a more interesting movie than what we get in the usual Michael Bay schlock fest.
Yeah.
Because the Transformers movies are literally beat for beat almost the same. You could literally put them on at the same time, and you pretty much would basically be watching the same movie 5 times.
Am I just sequence breaking? What the fuck is happening here? The truck hasn't moved.
What, is the truck supposed to move?
Yeah, the truck is supposed to mow down a bunch of shit, and then a bunch of guys are supposed to come out of that door over there. But apparently, either I killed them all, or we have... No, okay, I haven't triggered the event yet. Never mind.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, there you go.
You know, the funny thing is, like... So, anyway, getting back to the high-end Easy Persona 4 comics, there's, like... They got quite a bit of interesting talent behind them. And I mean, hell, they got Sean Chiplock to voice Yu Narukami, who at the time was based on the manga adaptation.
How am I not
Soji
dead?
Seda.
And for that matter, how was that guy not dead? He literally stood on top of the fucking grenade.
Okay. So, let's see.
God's sake, Drake, I was spamming circles so that you could get through here. You know, here I was thinking that in this climbing parkour game, I could maybe do some climbing parkour and get out of here. Oh, I've got to find a fucking ladder because apparently I'm not Nathan Drake, international explorer and acrobat motherfucker. Oh, I had to get to this fucking car where I could get shot at rather than, oh, I don't know, taking over the rooftops, which would actually, you know, make some goddamn sense because they wouldn't be able to track us. It's not like we did this in one of the previous Uncharted games.
Oh, wait, you did. Guessing Uncharted 2?
I think so. If I recall, yes.
So I got Crawling Fire, which is going to be essential to getting a Mega Flare. I'm gonna try to get that before I go to fight Bragg.
Move.
So I do apologize if I'm taking too long.
2 hours later.
Fran, if this were Ven's campaign in the Cinderella world, we would be here for
Fucking
over 2
hell.
hours.
Get out of the goddamn car and run, you fucking pussies! I would have already had these guys lost!
Oh my god! Sometimes I feel like my laughter might be contagious.
Oh my god, that's too fucking funny.
It is.
It's fucking funny.
See, Drake, these guys wouldn't be following us if you'd followed my plan. You kinda can't...
I got tears in my eyes.
You can't take a frigging van onto the goddamn rooftops unless you're fucking Batman.
Apparently. And then Arkham Knight happens where you can take the Arkham Tankmobile up a rooftop.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun, unstreaming that game.
Oh, yeah.
Sam's not gonna make it if we don't get down there.
What
And
the
then-
hell? That's so arbitrary. Why is...
We got... A gate is stopping you.
See, Drake, both of you would still be alive if you listened to me.
Yes.
These guys don't give up.
You know, I ended up seeing, So apparently, on a thread by Terry Doty, whom has blocked me despite me never bringing up any sort of reference to any Vic drama to her.
Who is this, by the way?
I forget who she voices, to be honest, but honestly, I don't care for who she would voice, because I don't really know her. Anyway, she ends up making like this thread on Twitter saying like, oh, why it's so hard for actors to do their dubbing from home.
Oh, bullshit.
She claims like, oh, good microphone costs like $350. I'm like, that is bull crap. As someone on Kiwi Farms pointed out, a good mic would at least start at like $150. And honestly, Funimation really should have been able to accommodate for them. And since, even though they're independent contractors, they still work for the company. But no, apparently Funimation's too much of a cheapskate to do that. But then again, we should know by now what company we're talking about.
What frame rate is that animated at? What the actual hell, guys? That was like the dogs in Dark Souls from a distance.
And now it is time for Uncharted Diary.
You know, here's the thing. Any voice actor should have a microphone in a home recording studio.
Vic has one. I could just do voice recording either in my room when no one's around or downstairs in the basement.
Shit,
And as you can tell, my current mic's not exactly that good, but the one that I have that is actually of decent quality, as pointed
bullshit, game.
As pointed out by some people I've talked to who on Discord. Yeah, I'd say Terry Doty's full of shit.
Yeah. Well, you know, I have a home studio. Every single one of my cast for Alternative Saga has a home studio.
So I'm sure they'd all call Terry Doty an idiot.
Yeah.
And then of course Monica Rial ends up appearing on her vlog show, talking about the case.
Because that's not a massively bad idea, isn't it?
Why would you talk about the case?
Either they're getting
stupid.
Okay, well, I don't have control now. Oh, now I have control. That's great.
I know.
We got a great big convoy trucking through the night.
I don't want to just bring up drama wherever I go. It's just I only tell about what's happening right now and just give my own takes on it. Because those people want to perpetuate the drama. Fine, then whatever. You want to be miserable? Well, go ahead and be miserable. Don't drag us down with you.
Sounds like going on spring break to fight a viral outbreak.
You know,
Yep.
I have to say that Rial and Toye have either got to be not listening to their lawyers or getting the world's worst legal advice.
Because they get it from Jay Sean Lemoyne. They get it from Jay Sean Lemoyne.
Oh no, it could be both.
Who's out looking for all the god sluts?
Let's just say their legal team is not is trying to sound hip and young when they have the Vegeta 3986 old man voice. If you know what I mean.
Did they call from Dooley, fuck them, and how?
What?
It's a Robin Williams joke.
Oh God. You know, one Resident Evil 4 Bridge series ended up taking the wrong advice from Robin Williams, which is only pick fights with ugly people because they have nothing to lose. I'm like, that's horrible advice. That is horrible advice.
That is not wrong.
And that was Leon Kennedy who took that advice. And in that Resident Evil 4 Bridge series, they had Kira Buckland of all people play Ashley.
Huh.
Who is better than the actress who played her in the real game? How is that possible? Why? Please, Tony Oliver, let her voice Jolene already. You already have her as Raimi in Part 4, or just let her play the girl she's always wanted to voice. Stone Ocean, when? It's JoJo Part 6.
Eventually.
Let's see. Will it blend? Oh, it most certainly will blend! I got a little excited. Yes!
That's like somebody's got a boner right now.
The time has come, and so have I!
Okay, dude. Don't make a message.
Alright, let's go.
Return of the Y, boner. With a vengeance.
Anybody there's Emily from Mortal Kombat.
You do know she could potentially bite your dick off, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thanks, dude. Thanks.
I mean, you know, so could Undyne. That doesn't stop me from... I've said too much.
Fast.
Yep, the stream chat froze.
Oh, again, that's fantastic.
Because Fran put in another message of Uncharted tier 8. It's not displaying on the tier 8s, but it's not showing. Tirades. It's not showing.
Gotta get to Sam fast.
Why is the rumble function not working right now?
Oh, by the way, this charming fellow, Bray, he actually knows a lot more than he leads on. For very convoluted reasons.
Right as I press the L1 button, I explode.
You had one job, Drake. One job.
You know what would be great?
Screwed it up.
You know what would be great is if I could just hold down a button and have that do the acceleration for me while I shoot at these guys who are trying to kill me. That'd be fantastic.
Meanwhile, Final Fantasy VII's remake has that down. Who goes boom? What, you got him rigged to a bomb?
No, he's gonna friggin' shoot the motherfucker.
Oh, by the way, there's an interesting,
Bull fucking
censorship.
shit, small arms fire can take out a fucking Jeep.
There's a, censorship thing that I gotta bring up for, this game that was also featured in, Kingdom Hearts 2. So, the charming fellow Braig, who we're fighting against, at one point in his boss fight, we're going to end up having to deal with him at a sniper's point of view. And for some reason, even in the later localization of this game, they don't have him do the animation that combines his two bow guns. Because they do that for Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix's release around here. But for some reason, well, they just do that.
It just cuts the memory separated. Yeah, probably easier for them.
Well, this sequence is already taking too long for my taste.
I remember when you were threatening Brig. That was in Kingdom Hearts 2. This is Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, where...
Yeah, you're not that threatening. It's annoying.
Oh, especially if you can block. Which, by the way, you could actually bat back these with with a regular Keyblade swing.
I collided that guy's legs between the Jeep and the stone wall. And that did nothing.
Don't hurry, he's dead.
And, you know, for some reason, the Japanese voice for this guy makes him sound like an old man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like, no joke. He literally sounds like an old man in the Japanese version.
There's probably an old man voicing him.
Sam, get in the goddamn
Yeah.
faster! Stop arguing! Watch out!
Well, it's a good thing you didn't get in the Jeep.
Oh, thank God for Leaf Bracer.
Yeah. I'm too glad. Leaf Bracer's a thing.
You know, if I wanted to, I could have curb stomped this dude with, you know...
Oh, for the love of God, Drake, it is a mesh door.
Shot locks.
Just fucking...
Get out of here!
Oh, and Fran, you know how in Kingdom Hearts 2, this guy has... How, Zigbar has, like, a whole clever little sneak after you do, warp snipe him?
Yeah.
He's supposed to have that in this game, but due to the fact that they cut out his dual sniper, sniper animation, we don't get that.
Oh, you mean as annoying as how we're gonna attack?
No, we don't get, the whole clever little sneak thing, and then he just, gets himself back to you. Oh, and Terra is why he has one eye.
Was Drake never taught how to bridge himself on the ground? I mean, you'd think that with all his acrobatics and shit that he does, he'd be able to.
You would think by the fact that he was able to win against Lara Croft that he would have been, you know, good enough to do it.
Yeah. Ah, bullshit, small arm.
Hatred.
How exactly is small arms fire going to affect this thing? I reckon the stuff it's crashing into is doing more damage to it than my fucking Uzi is.
Yes, you can be the pupil of the Devil's Goat Beard. You want to know how much lack of subtlety that detail has with Xehanort?
Does he have literal devil horns at one point? Oh yeah, he almost does, doesn't he?
His Keyblade has the Devil's Goat Beard on it, as well as goat horns on the hilt.
Oh, fantastic.
And his Keyblade glider, which we never see in this game, by the way, it has two of those. So, how is this guy, you know, not immediately detected as the bad guy.
It's like he's walking around in a uniform that has skulls on it and shit like that.
I mean, Scar had a devil's goat beard for on him in Lion King, for crying out loud. How did nobody notice that?
Yeah.
Probably nobody gave a fuck.
As much as that movie gets praised, it's like...
Way better than okay.
It's like, oh, God.
Clipper,
Scar would have actually won had he not, you know...
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Well, had he actually killed Simba himself, because when he was vulnerable and whatnot. Because, you know, he just killed his brother, so why would he hesitate on killing his nephew?
Dude, it's James Bond villain syndrome.
Good question.
Where is this?
And now I have a shot lock that I will never use. Oh, and material for dramatic reading.
That island, just northeast of Kings Bay.
Oh, hi,
Rafe
Van.
has a copy of this.
Yeah, well, by the time Rafe figures it out, we'll be well on our way to Libertalia. I'm telling you.
No.
It's as good as ours. Shit.
Oh, it's his wife.
How's the Malaysia job?
Boy, I'm
You're here off course.
so surprised that happened.
Fun fact, this cutscene, in this conversation that Ven and Tara are having in the beta footage for this game was originally taking place in Hollow Bastion.
And given the shoreline soldiers that are all over town.
And when they were just, like, you know, hanging out and whatnot.
The only ones looking for it.
All right, well, I guess it's kind of what it looks like. But
Meanwhile...
Explain. Look, it's gonna sound crazy.
Try me.
That's a good thing she threw the gun away first.
This is
Xehanort doesn't even...
Sam Drake, my brother.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
I find your lack of faith
I thought he
disturbing.
Xehanort's resting bitch face is probably one of my favorite faces in this game. Even if it's just default face. He's just like, I am so sick of your shit.
Yeah, he's looking at him like, bitch, don't tempt me.
Because he will slit your throat without a moment's hesitation.
No, just use the freaking beard. Just use goatee to slit his throat.
Oh. Oh, wait. Like, Lelouch's extremely sharp chin in Code Geass?
I guess.
Because that kid could literally slit your throat just by sticking his chin near your neck.
You know what? Enough.
No, I wanted
with how sharply drawn his chin. What?
Was there ever a Malaysia job? Yes, there was. We literally saw it at the start of the fucking game. He was offered it. Jesus
so
fucking
we have
Christ.
3 options.
All you had to do
Olympus
was say
Coliseum,
yes,
space, or the Dictator's Village.
You have to do all 3 eventually, so.
I know.
Anime
But-
characters in space.
By the way, that world is the
It's different this time. I have to
kaboom.
save him. I don't even care
God
about
damn.
the treasure.
I did not mean to do that.
Of course you didn't.
I really didn't mean to do that.
Ooh, Zentetsu.
Done lying to me, then you should
God
stop
damn it, I can't
lying to
purchase
yourself.
this Mega Flare. Oh well.
Dude, you're not worthy of Mega Flare.
Or you could stick around, help us, we'd be done faster.
I'm gonna need some of these.
You know, it'd be great to have 2 experienced adventurers around. Well, technically 4 now. 4 experienced adventurers? Come on.
Hey, come on.
Hey, come on.
Come on.
You gotta do the Pro Jared Italian car salesman and voice.
Such as we give
Hey,
them
come on.
What the hell?
He's been in prison for 15 years. He's not
Careful,
going to
that's only a few,
Okay, fine.
that's
You
only
go
a
after
few
your
vocal
fight.
tones away from
Sam and I
yeah.
will head off for Libertarian.
without me.
Me!
We'll get both of you killed.
We are the knights who say me!
Yeah, sorry, yo. Doing this Brooklyn accent makes it difficult to concentrate on quad games.
I was more making a Monty Python reference.
I know, but we were talking voices,
The
not
other one comes Joey Wheeler.
not, and the knights who say "me" aren't that close.
At least you know who I'm talking about.
Barely, yes.
You know the actor playing the knights who say "knee" just kind of look like they're walking on stilts,
You don't say.
like the hobbits in Lord of the like the opposite of the hobbits from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
I'm
clearly
gonna
gameplay
want
again.
Blackout.
Okay, no, it's not. What the fuck?
It's gameplay, then it's not gameplay. It's gameplay, then it's not gameplay.
Gameplay recording
Oh,
pause?
now we're on the boat where we were in the beginning.
Yeah.
Who wants to bet this is going to be disappointing? It's not going to be remotely as interesting as that sequence was in Uncharted 2. It's not like they're trying to go back and recapture any lost glory or anything.
Insert sarcasm here.
Totally.
Oh yeah, Kevin, you haven't gotten anything from the from Naughty Dog about that stream we did you?
No.
Yeah, neither have I. I figured that's probably because we haven't actually said anything.
I'm only
Oh,
I'm
nice.
only saying.
Nice littering there, Bucko. Thanks, Sam.
Okay,
Just-
so Fran, we may need to explain.
Oh,
Naughty
yeah.
Dog is sending false DMCA claims towards anybody who makes memes or trashes Last of Us 2 due to the fact that that the game was leaked.
Yeah, and that includes people who were just talking about it. But the thing is, what I figure they're doing is they're probably looking shit up by the name. And we didn't include any keywords about Last of Us 2 in our streams, so I figure that's probably why we're not getting hounded by anybody.
Yeah, so we may want to be careful about talking about that game.
Well, you know, my...
Somehow I imagined it.
Yeah, because my stream was Uncharted 4 and yours was Resident Evil 4, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
What a coinky dink.
So that's the,
Okay, so
that's
now
what
I'm going to
they'd
show...
be under.
Okay, so now I think I can show you the area where the best grinding is possible.
Keep an eye out for anything man-made.
Behold!
Pirate. Sure.
Did you see that?
God damn.
Jesus Christ.
So, maybe a little time
The
before
fuck, dude.
small beachside shack.
This is really starting to remind me of one of those archipelagos from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Setting up this treasure hunt.
Oh, that's a world in Kingdom Hearts 2
Oh, nice.
and 3.
Nathan, up there.
Boom shakalaka.
Definitely
Oh,
qualifies as
I'm
man-made.
trying to calm myself down right
okay.
now.
I was
that
looking at the obvious window over here.
Oh.
Okay, dude, you don't have to bust it up right now.
So,
Fucking hell, Drake.
so yeah.
Drake's
best-
Drake's diving animation triggered while he was in less than a foot of water. That's a great
What?
way to get your neck broken, Nate. Great job there, Naughty Dog. You couldn't have said that if water height less than, I don't know, 6 feet, don't dive.
Good way to face
Was that too complicated? Did that take up too much space? Huh? Too much processing power? Because you know, you could have, I don't know, maybe stripped out some of the really stupid things in this game and put that in instead so that it wouldn't look... like... These palm fronds look like plastic, and they're polygonal as fuck.
Okay, so now to try and desensitize you from the excitement. Kaboom!
God damn.
Remember, this place is perfect for grinding. You could literally get a large amount of your stuff leveled up just by coming here.
I guess there weren't any treasures over there. That's why I go around looking for that.
I just leveled up Blackout all the way, and I have nothing to meld it with. God dang it.
At least at the moment.
True. Which means I'm gonna have to go through this cycle a few more times.
Looks like an old lookout tower.
And unfortunately, Mega Flare's slot takes up a little too much time when it comes to loading. And the thing is like, I never really thought to like grind up here until Sonny said like, hey, this is actually a really good place to grind up.
Look at this.
And
look at this, guys. Look at this. I can't climb up here. I can't climb up here for some reason. I have to reach out, jump off, and then climb up. That is so stupid. I can't even begin to describe.
So stupid.
I can't even begin to describe how stupid that is.
Okay, so we end up. So we also have. Okay, so once again, Mega Flare time. Boom.
Oh, hey, we stumbled upon a lost Delta primitive design of the Star Trek emblem.
And just like that, Blizzard got leveled up all the way.
A compass arrow.
Yep.
Let's see if I can.
How did you know to do that? Well, there's one thing I've learned from you. Press everything. Down there.
I got Blizzaga now.
And combo plus.
Another arrow.
Well, I am gonna need a couple things with Combo Plus so I can get once more.
Combo breaker!
Oh, it's right below us. Yep.
Combo breaker.
Oh, stop fisting me, okay? All at once. Can you just give me a second? Sure you can. Well, thank you.
Sure you can.
Well, you can.
And Scott has to literally go out of his way to explain why that's supposedly funny in his like editorial
Episode.
It's like, yeah, in his episode breakdown, and I'm like, you don't need to explain your pun. That only makes it worse.
Allow me to borrow something from a certain.
It's a door of some kind.
Oh,
Once
he's a
more
certain
with feeling,
legend.
kaboom.
Chamber?
Allow me to borrow something from a certain legend. If you have to explain the joke, it isn't funny.
Now with his ego. Wherever Avery put
Oh, that's from a very legendary story
and it would be well protected.
involving Mr. J and Harley Quinn. Did we all see Mad Love? The episode from Batman the Animated Series.
I've seen like one episode of Batman the Animated Series.
Oh dear lord, you poor child.
Okay, so it worked right there. What the fuck?
I mean, the entire series is now available on Blu-ray.
I own it on Blu-ray. That's actually a very hilarious
Follow these
story.
arrows, see where they go.
Do tell.
So, did you ever... You heard about the issues that Batman the Animated Series had on Blu-ray, right? Where the Blu-ray release was being shipped via Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Amazon completely royally fucked that up.
No surprise there.
Yeah, boy, I wish it was. But, so my copy got delayed by several weeks. And, eventually it shipped. And, was marked as delivered and didn't show up. I looked around on the front porch, I looked around and couldn't find anything. 2 weeks later, I find that the Amazon person, and this is after I'd already gotten a refund, by the way, I find that the Amazon person just chucked it over the fence.
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea. The weird thing was, we were doing fence work at the time, so that we were building a new fence, and, there was this gap between the fences. So what we've got is new fence in front of the old fence, and the package was in between the new and old fence. In a place where I didn't think to look, because why would you? And it had rained, but it was fine, because they'd like taken extra good care to mark it up, to put it in like plastic bags and stuff. Some kind of, it was in like this box with a plastic wrapping thing on the inside or on the outside. I can't remember. It's been like 2 years, but it was so stupid.
Nathan, over there, it's a ship.
I see.
Oh, it's left of one.
And meanwhile...
I mean, it was kind of funny once I figured it all out at the end, but at the time I was just kind of angry.
We understand.
Oh my fucking god, Drake.
Marco.
Drake, I need to level with you. Your loss in intelligence is not your fault. It's these people called the developers.
Indeed. And his loss in ability and gameplay, apparently, because Uncharted 1 and 2, Nathan Drake, would have been able to climb over a 2-foot-tall ledge.
But apparently Drake can't even do that, right? He has to have his hand held by his brother, don't you know?
His brother wasn't even helping there.
Marco. Who's Marco? Forget it.
Yep.
Marco Polo was a thing 15 years ago, wasn't it? Like, how long ago? How long has Marco Polo been a thing?
Good question.
I know that's been at least longer than I've been alive. So that...
Definitely longer than I've lived.
Yeah, so why does Sam not know what it is?
Because Sam's an idiot.
Sam apparently didn't know what a fucking cell phone was.
Which is bullcrap.
What the hell was that? Am I hallucinating? That was a fish that was just floating. It was just like lazily floating through the air.
Is this real life, or is this just fantasy?
Is this the real life? Is this
just fantasy?
Caught
in a landslide, no escape from reality.
Open your
eyes,
look up
to the skies and see.
I'm just
a
poor
poor
boy.
boy.
I
I need no sympathy because I'm
easy come,
easy go, little high, little low. Anyway, the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. To me.
Mama can't find the treasure. Just died underwater. Apparently Drake can't hold his breath for more than
I wish
2 minutes at a time. It's really quite ridiculous. Mama, ooh, fucking bullshit. Oh, I know I can't hold it longer than that.
This is turning out better than I expected.
Oh, yes.
I think I'll level up to at least like 30 or something. And I'll come back here to grind off screen, of course.
Yeah.
And then by next time I do this game, you'll see what my progress has been.
And you guys said someone beat level 60. And I'm wondering what the hell is wrong with you.
And my answer will be...
What the hell was that surfacing animation?
What?
Drake just kinda... I'll see if I can do it again. No, he's not doing it anymore. He kinda... like bobbed back and forth and barely moved his hands or legs and just sort of surfaced. I don't really know how. I can't begin to explain it. It's I think there might have been drugs involved. I'm not sure. I think there might be some kind of hallucinogen in this water.
What, you mean like in Uncharted 3?
Yes, but worse.
Oh, dear Lord.
Hey, you know what they say.
It's not worse than that section
drug.
of Uncharted 3, but I think the thing is the hallucinogen is leaking out into real life.
Oh, dear.
Oh, for the love of God. Surface, surface, surface. Dear God, I can hold my breath for more than 30 seconds, Drake. I'm not even a fucking explorer.
You know, nowadays, due to the fact that I could actually screen share on Discord nowadays, I feel like I may be able to do a bit more, or in regards to like streaming and whatnot.
How did I? Oh my God, Drake.
All right, let's go back. And once more with feeling.
Drake controls like a drunk Chris Redfield underwater.
And meanwhile, Terra dodges like a friggin' truck. Because you see that sliding animation that he does? That's his dodge. There is a brief window, in his dodging animation, where Terra could literally end up getting ticked by some enemies.
That's dumb.
Yes, it is very dumb. Compared to Aqua and Ventus, whose dodging animations allow them to be invincible through the whole animation.
What the hell am I supposed to be looking for down here?
Why do I feel like this character wasn't designed for this game? Why do I feel like I'm playing as a character who feels very out of place?
I know I have to be looking for something out here, but I have no idea.
But you don't know what it is.
God damn.
What
It's
the
still.
hell
I'm
is
trying to desensitize you. Oh, how are you not being desensitized?
Simple, this isn't Symphony of the Night.
I have seen better water physics on the PS2, for fuck's sake.
Hell, this game has better water physics.
What is wrong with you? This is supposed to be a next-gen... Well, was supposed to be a next-gen game when it was new.
Well, since Confusion Strike is at max, I'm going to aim to get Stopga. I know, I am very ambitious.
Yeah.
And luckily, the thing is, I'm only demonstrating this in Terra's campaign. I'm not going to be showing this in Aqua and Ventus's campaign because, well, let me tell you something. It gets repetitive.
Okay.
But then again, that's grinding in an RPG in a nutshell.
Or grinding for a certain item drop.
And I unlocked the wrong type of explosion.
If I go up and press circle over and over again, Drake does this really funny glitch where he just like wobbles back and forth, worse than he did earlier.
Trying to think what... Like, I want to meld stuff, but I don't exactly have...
Hang on, I'm gonna see how far out I can swim here.
Go ahead. Meanwhile, Terra is spinning like a top. And now he's not.
I actually did that in Wind Waker.
How did that go?
Didn't go well. Actually, what I did was I took the King of Red Lions as far out as I could, and then jumped out of the boat and swam off the map. And then I think I like drowned or something, and then I had to come back.
Yeah, because there is a gauge for how long you can stay up.
You want to rejoin our little adventure?
I gotta get more fleeting crystals.
Sam is following me now.
Why is he following you?
Because I went off the reservation. I'm going into business for myself. I'm going into business for myself. I want to find out where this water ends.
Oh, jeez.
And now I have Stopga.
You don't have to swim. We do have a boat, you know.
Okay, they programmed something in for that. That's kind of funny.
You know, the weird thing is that when you find in a game like this, when you find a spot where you can just grind to holy hell, you kind of end up realizing how much potential you could have for.
You know what also would have been
experimentation.
faster, Sam? Killing all of the bad guys when they were in that one room together. And we both had guns on them.
Oh god, the boat is coming for you.
Oh, God.
Just gotta get out. Just gotta get right out of here.
Oh my god.
I don't know that we're actually going anywhere. All right, I feel like we're like there's like the illusion that we're running away from it, and the boat's just following us.
You know what theme needs to accompany this? The endless staircase bit from Mario 64.
Oh, God.
You know the one I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah, speaking of Mario 64, that game came out on PC.
Yep.
Unofficially, obviously. Somebody did a full DirectX 12 port.
Oh. How does it run?
Fairly well, apparently. Okay, so I think I have actually reached the end of the water. Because the horizon isn't getting any further away now, and the boat's not following me. So Drake is just...
Okay, strike rate...
Oh no! Oh god, it's coming for me!
Lizard...
Yeah, thanks, guys. I already followed the stone arrows. Okay, well, I guess I'm done here.
Hey, Nathan, we're straying a bit here. Oh, are we?
Yeah, Drake, you mind stopping?
I think we're going off course here. Yeah, you're right.
So, what do you think would be an interesting dares for like a speed run for this game?
Hey, we're not done.
Like Birth by Sleep?
Oh, for the love of God. Now the game won't let me go past there. It let me go a little bit further, and then it was like, nope, turn right around.
Turn right back. Turn your ass right around.
Go directly to Shipwreck. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 rupees. Okay, so the shipwreck has to be of some importance if they put it here. So there has to be something on it that's useful, right? Or is that just a fucking journal entry, guys?
Oh wait, wait. Speaking of which, I forgot about dramatic reading. Damn it. Okay. Okay, how do you want me to read this?
Read it as Mr. Burns.
Did you know the Mr. Burns voice?
Our master has us don armor while traveling between worlds so that we may shield ourselves from the darkness. But there in the lanes between, I could feel the force of it, the power, and from then on, I forewent my armor's protection. I had been told the darkness would devour me. But what terrors could it... I'm trying to do it. I'm losing my composure. Okay.
Smithers,
what terror
who is this man impersonating me? Smithers, release the hounds.
Anyway.
And it works because this is Disney. This is Disney too.
But what terrors could it possibly hold so long as I found the strength to control it? The world is vast, and the worlds within the greater world uncountable. Like little islands, they dot the greater ocean between, which keeps them ignorant of each other, uncorrupted. Each world has its own order. Unlike us, they could not know of the world in its entirety, and we were never to enlighten them. Smithers, go get me some coffee.
They wish to laugh at poor people.
I wish to pour it on poor people.
Donuts? You know I don't eat ethnic food.
Who the devil are you?
That was a reference to the episode when Homer ended up literally spray painting his name on the on Smithers' office.
You know, that's actually not me doing an impression.
Or Mr. Burns, my bad.
That's actually not me doing an impression of Mr. Burns. That's me doing an impression of Little Karibo's Gendo Akari.
So, you wanted me to do...
Who is a Mr. Burns impression? No,
when did Martin voice Gendo?
His Evangelion one-shot.
Oh... Oh. So he was Mr. Burns for that?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, all good.
Oh, right, because Martin...
Why did...
Because Martin is a huge fan of making character... Or sound like these weird... thing.
Why does Shinji Ikari sound like this in it? That doesn't actually sound like that. It's just... That's the closest I can get without actually listening to the voice again.
I'm guessing you're not a fan.
Huh? Oh, no, I am a fan of it, and I liked it. I actually... If you'd watched the credits sequence of Alternative Saga Episode 1, I actually had him a special thanks in that for that thing, because that was part of what inspired me to do what I did.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, Fran, I can link you to this on Facebook.
Sure.
Okay, so let's start this over again.
So yeah. So yeah, it's like... Meanwhile, while things are actually happening on Alex's side of things, I'm just, blowing shit up.
Dude, all I'm...
happening.
I didn't know that was possible. I got the boat stuck.
Oh, God.
And the game is doing its absolute damnedest to put me back in position.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, what was I trying to say?
Imagine if this game had, cartridge level tilting possibilities of glitchiness.
Oh, God.
Can you imagine?
Get down. I don't know the words to the rest of this song.
Because it's all in Japanese.
I actually do speak a bit of Japanese. I just don't have that memorized.
And as I've stated before in one other stream, the only Japanese I know is the infamous Falcon Punch bit from the F-Zero anime. Watashi wa Shiden Shidenzu.
Okay, let's be real. That's a lot. You know more Japanese.
I reckon that you know something else.
Like, or such as...
Omae wa mo shinderu.
Nani?
Exactly.
Sorry.
Omae wa mo shinderu.
Omae wa mo shinderu.
Nani?
Real lucky no one ever found me. Whole thing would be a total
Gonna have to
distraction.
quiet down a little, because Dad's getting cranky.
Obviously, that's where we need to go. So where the hell are we going?
Indeed, where are we going?
Where did you come from and where did you go?
Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Hadn't been from Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where'd you come from, where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Oh, there we go. Now, I've heard various contradicting origins of that song. One of them, which I think is a bit more well supported, is that Cotton Eye Joe was this outlaw, and the guy who wrote it was like part of a band of marshals or something who was hunting him. But apparently, it's also alleged to be about some kind of STD.
Ouch!
The hell?
Yeah, there's some implication. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, time to go to the world map. So now it's time to go to Dictator Town.
Okay, bullshit game. That wouldn't have killed him. That would have just really fucking hurt.
Real lucky no one ever found this place. Whole thing would be a
And they're unversed in race cars. And yes, that was Pete in a dork mobile.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm supposed to go over there. I'm not supposed to take the obvious route, am I? Oh, for the love of God, Drake.
One other depressing thing is that the voice of Minnie, Huey, Dewey, and Louie in this game ended up passing away last year.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, and Chip and Dale are here.
Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers.
On a giant secret pirate island? I mean, come on.
Oh, God.
I like it. It's pretty damn cool.
I don't think you want to see his other costume.
Oh, God.
Because his other costume, you can see everything.
God, dude, it's goofier than Great Saiyaman.
Fran, let's just put it this way. This costume is more disturbing than... The costume I'm referencing is more disturbing than his costume in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, wow.
With that ass zipper.
Alright.
Hey, you see that zipper would be easy to have a bathroom break.
Oh yeah, because I totally couldn't have made that fucking jump if I just, I don't know, brought the boat over here. It's like they did the opposite of what Valve does. Valve finds somebody, somebody comes up with another solution to their puzzle. They think it's pretty good. They usually wind up adding that stuff in some way, shape, or form. But these guys, Naughty Dog, they appear to have attempted to make any alternate solutions impossible.
Here we go, guys. And I now wish I would lose my sense of hearing.
No, you need it.
Why? So I can hear MICAKEYMOUSC?
Yeah, it could be worse.
Huh?
Fran?
MICAKEYMOUSC.
How else are you gonna have Finny fun?
See, I'm a bit congested right now, so I'm not doing the Mickey Mouse voice as well as I usually do.
Hey, that's fine. Okay, so there are 3 mini games in this town that we could do. Ooh, and they're not mutually exclusive.
Okay.
So we have the mini game that Terra has to complete in order to clear this world. What is essentially a ripoff of Crash Team's Racing.
Oh, look. Main entrance is blocked by debris. Again. Well, I guess
and is the only mini game that we have to do more than once.
Okay, gentlemen, I'm taking bets
2 separate
right
areas.
now. What do you want to bet that there's nothing on the other side of that would have collapsed and caused that particular section of rubble to be there? That looks like it was placed there on purpose, almost by some kind of designer of some sort of a video game.
Probably. Knowing the trend with this game, yes.
Yep.
And I think I have all 4 games free on the via PlayStation Network.
Let's see, I got Uncharted 4 came with my PS3.
We'll get to you 3 in Ven's campaign.
And the Nathan Drake collection was, I think, like 50 cents.
So you didn't even give Naughty Dog that much money.
No, I didn't. I actually got it from, somebody donated it to the library, and I bought it from them.
Oh, neat.
Which, unfortunately, probably can't happen anymore because the Gaucher Friends of the Library is completely fucked.
Ouch.
Yes.
Yeah, they had to disband because, let's just say there was some monster retardation going on with the upper management.
And you know, there's one thing that Naughty Dog can do that Valve can't. Count past 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but they might as well have stopped at 2.
Cathedral, but I don't know.
And for a while, we thought Square couldn't count past 2. And when it comes to this franchise, because Kingdom Hearts 3, oh dear, the development hell that game was in.
Oh yeah.
How long did it take for 13.3 to come out finally?
Considering the fact that...
Probably not as long as Keep them forever.
Wait, Final Fantasy... Wait, Lightning Returns?
Yeah.
That came out 2 years after Final Fantasy 13 too.
Wait, it was that short a time?
Yeah. Yeah,
What
Lightning
the
Returns
hell?
came out... Returns came out in,
Sam, anything? Sam, hey!
Lightning Returns came out in 2014.
God damn it. Let's see here.
Okay, let's check this out.
Got 2 psychos in their army after me.
2009.
Now my brother's gone missing.
Oh, that was Japan. So, worldwide
Yeah,
2010 for 13.
No one around to tell me I'm an idiot.
Then 2012 for 13.2. And Lightning Returns was 2014? I thought that was... I would have sworn there was a bigger gap between those.
Nope.
No, you might be, unless you're thinking Final Fantasy 15.
No,
Yeah,
well,
you're probably
I mean, 15 had a... 15 had a hell of a time, but...
Yeah.
Had a gay old time.
Yeah. Remember when that was supposed to be a launch title for the PS3? I do.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
God damn it, you stole my joke.
You stole my joke.
You stole my
Luigi.
joke!
You hear that? You stole Waluigi's penis.
That's a reference to Brain Scratch playing through Mario Party 3.
Oh yeah.
And where Ryan really kind of got godlike like powers
Finding a way to get you up here.
As Waluigi.
in the game.
All right.
Yes,
Jump across it.
because I think Mario Party that one board in Mario, because I think Boo's Haunted and Bash was the one time he actually lost as Waluigi.
Oh wow, that Mickey Mouse is really... That Mickey Mouse head is super polygon.
And
Oh,
you can
that
tell Mickey
glove is
Mouse- super
super polygon too.
Yeah.
You can tell it's almost like this game was made on an inferior system and then ported to the superior system with almost every bit of the same graphics.
You don't say.
Oh, with zero effort whatsoever.
It's almost like they were trying to justify having to make sure nobody had to buy God knows how many systems just to play every single game this franchise had.
Yeah, because how many systems has this been on so far? We've had
let's
PS2,
see, the PlayStation 2,
Game Boy Advance,
Game Boy Advance,
Nintendo DS, 3DS, PSP,
okay.
and mobile.
Yeah, mobile. And then there was the ports
And a
on
telephone.
PS3.
And the ports on PS4, and
Yep.
apparently Xbone
Yep.
got their own. Got Kingdom Hearts 3, the only game they're gonna get in that franchise, in this franchise, and I'm like, why? Why would you do that, Square?
Why would you? Yeah, that is.
Why would
so
you not
stupid.
at least give us the ports of the game that you're building up as?
You know, at
as, like,
least
Suppose-
Capcom gave Capcom remade Resident Evil 1 for the GameCube, ported Resident Evil 2 and 3, and then Resident Evil 4 and Code Veronica. Well, then Code Veronica got ported. Then Resident Evil 4 came out. all the relevant Resident Evil games leading up to 4 were on the GameCube. That were on the PS1 were on the GameCube in some capacity. And then, the Dreamcast one with Code Veronica, obviously.
Yeah.
Yep. Though you would need Code Veronica to kind of understand some parts of RE4. Ooh, I got a decent skill. Let's see, I'm going to equip Aerial Slam, and I'm going to demonstrate Break Time briefly.
Okay, I'm an idiot. That's not going anywhere.
As soon as this thing
Yeah,
fills up.
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Sam. I figured that out already.
Break Time is basically a healing skill. All that lets you heal up, and each character has a different action when they do this. Terra, for example, does a workout routine, and that's about it.
Let's see.
Oh,
I
and
can't possibly jump over there, can I? Fuck it. Come on.
You didn't hear me? When? Back there. I called out to you. I didn't hear you. Why, were you worried? I was worried you got distracted. I'm distracted now.
Slot Edge, which is actually a really good command.
Shall we? Yeah, let's.
Oh god, no. Alright, let's go go-karting.
Let's go!
Rumble Racing.
We don't need that. You're already up here.
So, accelerate with X, brake with square.
How much you want to bet we are going to need that? That's a fucking check I was going to...
And I can attack with circle and block attacks with triangle. There are 4 tracks that I gotta do. I only need to clear the first one to conquer this world. But there are 4 tracks to do if you want one of the 2 Keyblades you can get from this world.
The stupid thing is, I probably could have just jumped down, but, That would have been too easy, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, the retelling of Twilight from Edward Cullen's perspective is apparently finally coming out.
I was wondering why Barnes & Noble let me know about that. About Twilight Saga thing, because who honestly gives a damn about that franchise anymore?
Let's see, it's been 15 years since the first book came out. It's been like 10 years since the last movie came out. It's been 10 years since the last book came out, I think. 10 plus years since the last book came out, I think. And it is a textbook case of, 1, how not to write a story, and 2, Mormon propaganda. So, maybe people could just
Yeah.
stop. A real fucking
vampire.
Yep.
It's weird how my attempt at imitating Curtis is Alucard. It's like your Alucard, your imitation of Curtis's Alucard doesn't, for some reason, to me, doesn't even sound like him. And it sounds more like
Cell.
A little bit of that, yes.
A little bit of Perfect Cell.
Well, part of the problem is that I've kind of blended a bit of the Cell, Alucard, and Yami voices throughout the years, and I've also
It's taken me a while to just kind of like learn how to differentiate to kind of vary my voices.
Yeah, and the thing is that I have actually, literally, I have taken in so much of Takahata 101's voice mannerisms into my own that I don't even know how different I sound. I go back and I sound completely different, but I've spent like 10 years or so imitating him. And it's gotten to a point where I don't know where my imitation of him ends and my real voice begins. I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Oh, by the way, so I mentioned to both of you that Sunny wants to do, since I don't have any desire to do Chain of Memory, Sunny said, and fine, I'll do it. And just invite your usual crowd out after you're done with the first game. And then I'm like, okay, hey, I'll do that, but I would need to make sure I have something make sure I got something going on my end. And so the day was saved thanks to this buff doofus who could easily be mistaken for a JoJo character.
Pretty much.
Yes, Tara. Now, give in to your hatred.
Alright, looks like we're still on the right track.
Good.
No one find this.
Impressive. Most impressive.
I was telling Fran about how Death Battle had Obi-Wan pitted against Kakashi.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I haven't actually seen it, but I've...
Obi-Wan held the high ground.
Well, of course he did. I love that. Who did they get to play him in that?
I need to look up the voice cast for that Death Battle. I think they have it on TV Tropes. By the way, this cutscene
that was almost a disaster, and that would have been entirely my fault.
This cutscene happens when you clear this world as the last part. Oh dear lord!
No, I can't say I did.
What are the purposes of these things on the outsides?
What is the purpose of Pete's outfit that's pretty much see-through white? You'll see what I mean.
Looks like we're heading right behind you.
You know what would be really good is if we could use these to, leap off of.
Look at that. You can see everything.
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Damn.
I feel like gouging my eyes out when I see Pete's Captain Justice outfit.
I can't do Homer Simpson. Can one of you do it?
No.
Oh, stupid, sexy Flanders.
Oh, stupid, sexy Pete. That doesn't sound like Homer Simpson at all.
Obi-Wan is voiced by someone by the name of Stephen Kelly, and Kakashi is voiced by someone by the name of Nicholas Andrew Louis.
I don't know either of those voices. Or, I mean, I don't know either of those names, rather.
For some reason, the next death battle is going to be Danny Phantom versus his American Dragon Jake Long.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. They're both icons of that era. Of course, I'm only talking about early American Dragon, before they completely fucked up the entire animation and character designs, but,
apparently, Cable vs. Booster Gold had Rico Fajardo, aka the voice of Murio, voice Booster Gold. Oh, and these broomsticks will now proceed to yeet Pete into the lanes between.
Security!
And this is supposedly the terrible thing that Pete did that got him banished from Disney Town. By being a poor sport gets you yeeted from a world.
Then again, Pete's a bit of a dumbass.
Yes, and he's one of those guys that goes to Mr. Pro Wrestling wardrobe designer.
Sam,
Ooh, yeah, brother.
Maybe they were planning a massive
Mr.
theme
Pro
park.
Wrestler or Wardrobe Designer. Genos tried fighting War Machine, but for some reason they couldn't get Zach Aguilar to voice Genos.
You know, speaking of War Machine, I've been rewatching the Marvel movies lately, and
yes,
I don't know. I guess I've just gotten so used to Don Cheadle as War Machine that when I went back to Iron Man 1, Terrence Howard just seemed so bad.
One way or another, we're getting in there. Let's just lift it together.
and Don Cheadle's one of the two people who throwed some stealth shade at Brie Larson. He's like, he looks at her with this "get the hell away from me" face. Like,
Yeah,
he's like, no.
Hemsworth is the other one, right? Because
Yes.
he's like, yeah.
Well, looks like we got ourselves another trial. Sure looks like it.
After all, you're just a mere mook. You will become my sidekick in a later game.
And we will do nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Nothing. Symbols on the spheres don't match the ones in the light.
Breakout time has been extended due to COVID-19.
Why? Because Pete spread it with his farts.
Oh, yeah. And then the killer hornets freaking followed.
I swear you did. I swear you said that just because I'm allergic to bees. Then we got a few more tracks to do in Rumble Racing, so we can get a new Keyblade. So, anybody got any juicy tangents?
Not at the moment. Oh yeah, apparently that new Twilight book was actually supposed to be out like 12 years ago, but it got leaked. Like the first part of it got leaked.
How the hell does that happen?
How did The Last of Us 2 get leaked?
A dumbass who probably said too much. So.
I have to wonder. I still have to wonder how many other Disney actors are weirded out by the fact that they have to essentially dub the characters that they voiced for years. Or besides Bill Farmer, because we've had that discussion the last time I streamed this game.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the rubber banding AI in this is worse than Mario Kart. To the point where they're not even attempting to mask it.
God damn.
And rubber banding has been a problem in that particular franchise since day one.
Yeah.
Especially in Mario Kart 64, or where the AI just blatantly cheats. So what do you make of what do you two make of Rumble Racing?
Yeah.
It looks like a half-baked Mario Kart clone.
Yeah, just like Motor Combat.
It looks. Yeah, and Motor Combat has actual fatalities. Now, if only you had fatalities in this game.
No. You doesn't bump the freaking rating of this game alone.
I think I got it.
Fran, Maleficent saying the word hell once was enough to justify an E10 and up rating.
No, they shouldn't say fuck. No, just say it twice, then they'll really bump up the rating.
I can't imagine Susan Blakesley dropping an F-bomb.
Get the fuck out of my way.
I could imagine Laura Bailey doing that because, well, Saints Row.
Exactly. Okay, I don't know, I was trying to sound like Maleficent or Frieza, now that I think about it.
How rude! Key! Bitchy.
Hey, why am I getting my ass kicked by angry monkey?
So Alex, what were your thoughts on Linda Young's Frieza?
In the Bardock movie, great. In the show itself, not that great. It was so sinister in Bardock, the Father of Goku, and in the
yes.
In the show itself, it's just kind of weak sauce.
Yeah. Even more so compared to Urusei Nakao, who was shamelessly recycled as Cooler in Cooler's Revenge. I say shamelessly because this is Japanese Dragon Ball we're talking about. And, trying to think, what else?
Yeah, just like that, race pretty much over.
Yep, and I still got 2 more tracks to do.
There's some Mario Kart, just be the point where you'd be hit by Blue Shell.
Let's just finish what we started.
Oh, God. Don't even remind me.
No, I'm right.
This is how you remind
Hey, Pete, weren't you yeeted into another dimension?
I got better.
Oh, crap.
That's a placeholder.
By the way, this is literally the same track we just did, only backwards.
Oh, wow.
Like, no joke. Friggin' ducks. DuckTales, woohoo. I wish I knew the lyrics to the DuckTales theme.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duckler.
Utterly right behind me. That is such bullcrap. You saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, look. Statues. There's Bonnie Baldridge, Paul Basra.
That's mirrored in 150cc.
Oh, okay, so I gotta tell you something interesting. So, apparently someone once asked Darkseid Phil, oh, was he going to play this game at all? He told the person when and if Kingdom Hearts 3 got a release date. How much you want to bet he actually forgot about that promise when this game, when Kingdom Hearts 3 actually did get released?
Yeah, real quick.
Oh, yeah. Considering it's Phil we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't do promises.
DSP has a worse memory than I do.
He has a worse memory than I do, and I'm not very good at remembering a lot of things.
There you go.
Yeah, he has a worse memory than I do, and I have a hard time. What the hell were we talking about again?
In Kingdom Hearts. Oh, in Kingdom Hearts is one moment where apparently he put the chat in sub-only mode, because they were getting angry over his fiance, talking and crap about the first game.
Okay.
And he did not do it, discreetly. He blatantly made a loud announcement in dictating it was going to be as such.
You're doing so far from the Barbary Coast. Same as us. Coming to where the action is.
And it's just like, why? Why on Earth?
Okay. Track how far off we are when they're in the light.
You could have just put it into sub-only mode and, not said a word about it. Because that would have been the smart thing to do.
I think we've well and truly established that DSP is not, nor has he ever been, the,
Oh, and he has apparently accused Nick Rekieta of defaming him, despite there being evidence to prove that everything that Nick has talked about has been factually correct.
Yeah, like I said, DSP...
And Nick wanted to get him on the show so that he could get his side of the story, so that he could understand what's going on from his end. But a DSP decides to be a wuss.
Like I said, DSP is not, nor has he ever been, the sharpest knife on the Christmas tree.
That's where we're going.
So he's probably the smartest kid on the short bus, is what you're saying.
Missing our star
Wait, what?
I don't know. I can't make that determination for absolutely certain.
So Terra's cart is basically like his glider, like his normal glider. But all right, this one we actually have a different track altogether.
Oh joy!
You think? Let's go see what he's got in store for us.
Where did Sully go?
Where did anyone go?
We just lost Sully off screen, didn't we?
Oh, lovely. So now we lost the only person with the keys back.
Cowabunga, dude!
The hell?
I think someone wanted to be a Ninja Turtle. Which, by the way, I ended up finding out about the voice cast for Leonardo versus the Red Ranger. They got John Allen to voice Leonardo.
Okay.
And I'm like, great. The guy who stalked somebody. Another guy who stalked somebody. And, threatened violence on them if they didn't answer their texts. In other words, he's a sociopath.
Yep.
That is such a stupid setup in the first place. Because they're just mutant Ninja Turtles versus a literal superhero. Like, they're not described as superheroes without reason, the Power Rangers.
Oh, great. I actually have to retry this.
They have actual superpowers.
Yep.
They have actual, like, magic,
even demonstrated in the 2017 Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, they have actual magic, technical or techno-magic powers. And the turtles are basically just people with turtle shells on their backs who know ninjutsu.
Yep, I kind of knew it was a curb stomp the moment the death battle was announced.
Yeah, that was just so fucking dumb.
Yep.
Okay, I forgot. You know, you're talking about... Oh, there he is. He's starting to blend in because the background scenery is getting kind of stormy, which is probably foreshadowing for that little thing that we had at the start of the game.
You know, funny enough, this whole area that we're in is actually kind of pretty much the castle garden, and that's present in Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2 for this world. Because yes, in Kingdom Hearts 2 we do have to go here, and even if the music is slowed down a little, it still echoes in my head as though it were post-traumatic stress disorder, just wanting to remind me that I'm playing a Disney game.
Oh, wait till you get to... Wait till Atlantica.
That really can't work, especially now with Kingdom Hearts 3's ending. Like, how are you going to make that work?
Dude,
but imagine a Kingdom Hearts 4 where they've got stuff like Darth Vader in there, or
they had
Ultron.
multiple like Marvel worlds and whatnot, since Disney now owns Marvel. But the thing is that Nomura didn't want to do that due to the fact that they weren't originally owned by Disney when he started this franchise.
Yep, this is the beginning of the game, all right. This is exactly the beginning of the game.
This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. Like, take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air.
Yeah, you wish.
Yeah, I know I can't rap. What do you want from me?
Yeah,
in West Philadelphia, Yeah, this is almost exactly a repeat of what they did in Uncharted. And Uncharted 2 is a really good game.
That I want to play one of these days.
Oh yeah, that's a fantastic game. I'd recommend Uncharted 2 all day long. Uncharted 1 and 2 are fantastic games. And, you know, they actually really...
Mega Man X4.
Oh, God.
Start with Mega Man X1 if you haven't already. I mean, if you're streaming it.
Ooh, I have the key reach, and...
Oh, at least he's learned his lesson.
I know where you are. Answer me!
So I have to kill a certain amount of enemies to get the final finisher for Terra in this game. You're gonna love it. You're gonna probably think it's one of the funniest things.
I haven't seen that.
Oh dear lord, you need to see that. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
Build some big event, and by the way, we're going to Hercules' place now.
I've often dreamed of a
he gets
place
knocked out.
where a hero's welcome will be waiting for me.
By the way, your hero got knocked out.
When they bullshit. Okay, bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Hercules is still a demigod at this point.
This is still young Herc.
Yes, but here's the thing. Young Herc could take out a bunch of chumps like this in a second.
But now he has to rely on Terra to do all the fighting.
And that's something I hate about crossover games like this, where they...
Oh, and
yeah, better than relying on some skinny dude that just wants one date.
Oh, and Josh Keaton voices Hercules in this game.
Yeah, they got a bunch of OCs where the OCs steal the spotlight, and the actual heroes of their own goddamn stories don't get to do their thing, you know. You gotta make them look weak so that our big boys look strong.
Even though Ven and Herc end up working together in his campaign, in his visit in this world, and they both look pretty tough.
Yep.
Oh, and by the way, there's a Final Fantasy VII character in this world.
And all they want is just one date.
And it's not Cloud.
Okay, Drake, if you could stop
And it's
stumbling
not
around
wrong.
like you're fucking drunk so that I can find a goddamn gun, that'd be fantastic.
Every single time, up until Kingdom Hearts 3, whenever we came to this world, it's always the goddamn tournament. It's never been...
Tournament Saga!
Which Funimation utterly botched up with their dubbing.
Which one?
Tournament of Power.
They
Oh, by the way, this is the only
They
reason
had-
why people would play this game in English.
had too much goddamn
Hi,
time.
James Woods.
They had too much goddamn time on that. And you know what they did? They rushed it at the end. They took way too much time to get it done in the first place. And then when people were complaining about it taking too long, they didn't actually say, "Oh, hey, maybe we should, get this completed, make sure that it doesn't take too long in the future." No. What did they do? They just rushed it.
Yep.
I'm so confused. I have no idea where I'm going.
Every single Kingdom Hearts game that Hades has ever appeared in, he's voiced by James Woods.
Yes.
He's probably got one of those first rights of refusal contracts, like James Earl Jones has.
Yeah.
I know I'm going in circles here, but I can't figure out what else to do at the moment. And, when I find the solution and it's obvious, that'll be me being a dumbass, but... Well, potentially me being a dumbass, but... I can't see anything out here.
I feel like every time I see Hades' mouth movements with James Woods' voice, I'm like, especially in this game, I know they designed it for the Japanese actor, but James Woods seems to talk a little faster.
Wasn't Kingdom Hearts 1 the one where they resynced the lip flaps to the voices?
Yeah.
Did they not do that afterwards?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
That sucks.
I mean, at least they match the mouth flaps, but still.
Come on! Where the hell am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to go up there? How do I get up there? Oh, yeah, I am supposed to go up there, aren't I?
Can you take me higher?
That was probably me being a dumbass right there.
Right, Sam, can't lose anything else.
And you kind of missed my Creed reference.
It's not Assassin's Creed, so it doesn't work.
Dude, why are you playing Soundgarden?
Crazy.
What? No, I wasn't playing.
For the love of God, that's a joke. That's like an old joke about, like, don't ever... God damn it, Drake.
Yeah, Team 4 Star Arts did a stream series on the Kingdom Hearts franchise.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, and
I
they
wasn't
bitched and moaned
reaching-
about Kingdom Hearts 1.
Guys, I wasn't reaching in that fucking direction. I wish I had a fucking camera on my controller right now so that I could show you that I was pointing in the other direction. But Drake was reaching up when I was pointing him to reach to the right.
Oh, these fools. Pity they had to go up against me with Magnega.
Move.
This is not nearly as good as it was in Uncharted 2. Running around injured in Uncharted 2, that felt lonely and desperate.
You know, Sonny once said about...
This is just irritating. Stop slipping on the goddamn ledge, Drake.
Sonny once said about the Sonic movie, it's like, he thought that,
You know, I was thinking I could probably...
He thought that Jim Carrey's Eggman seemed a bit unnecessary due to the fact that the movie was kind of funny enough as it was. But he did add something to it.
You know what didn't add anything to it? The knockoff Sonic X plot.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'd still say he's a better human than Chris Thorndike.
Maybe.
But then again, it's comparing Chris Thorndike to friggin' Cyclops from the X-Men.
Yeah, dude, that's a friggin' low bar.
Yeah, you're... You know, I still haven't watched the Sonic movie, but what was the name of the human sidekick?
Tom Wachowski.
Okay. That's not the actor's name, is it?
No. That's James Marsden.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because I was trying to remember her. I'm terrible with names. But I was thinking, you know, if they, it's really funny that they have Sonic come into another world and meeting up with a cop. Because I kind of came up with something similar for about 9 years ago, that I've told you guys about, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Wording. I'm trying to find it.
Your brain is now shut off.
Oh, that's convenient.
Oh, and by the way, my grinding in, the brief bit of grinding I did in Radiant Garden, that is going to be very helpful for the bonus area, Mirage Arena.
Just stay put, Sam. I'm coming to you.
How much you want to bet this ain't actually Sam? It's going to be somebody else.
Now,
you know, I
who
find
could
that I'm
that familiar
great.
Voice be?
I find that I'm great at climbing around on shit immediately after having fallen unconscious from having hit my head on some shit. You know, that's great. That's always a great time to be climbing around. That's not disorienting at all. I'm not woozy, tired. Shit. By the way, I haven't actually tried to do something like that, but I have been in situations where I've had to climb, and I have been in situations where
he was a soldier,
where I've been hit on the head. So I'm just putting those two together, or I'm just thinking, and that would probably not be a good idea.
You know, this mysterious soldier was once in a program called Soldier.
Oh, Zach Fair.
Yep. And they even got Rick Gomez to voice him.
Oh, neat. I still haven't played Crisis Core, but...
I played it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I gotta play it eventually.
Eventually.
The fall from the top is a long way down. No, the view from the top is always best. The fall's a long way down. Don't look back, just hold your breath, and dig till there's nothing left. Bonus points if y'all know where that's from.
And now we gotta go round 2 with Zach, who many people would find to be the exception to the no shot lock rule.
For the love of God, move, Drake! I had to angle the stick in the same direction twice. No, 3 times, actually. And Drake kept going like, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Oh shit, Sherlock.
Oh.
He says the darkness will never have him. Like, should I tell him or should someone else?
Well, who knows? Everything might change in the remake. Might pull some Dragon Ball Z bullshit and resurrect some people.
Oh, you mean like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot? Oh god, here it comes. This friggin' attack.
I want to break free. I want to break free.
God damn.
You just saw that, right? That attack that he just did is nigh impossible to dodge.
What the hell? They put that in an actual game, huh?
What?
That thing right there that you...
Which, by the way, that attack that Zach just did, we could... Once we get his D-Link, we could actually do that attack.
Yep.
Oh, and is it going to be as overpowered there as it is here? Jesus fucking Christ.
I beat him without using a shot lock. If I use the shot lock, let's just say this fight would be over even faster.
The hell?
Don't find a blink of an eye.
That was unnatural.
Hey, it's that invisible crowd that's always present in Olympus Coliseum.
Yeah, they only need like 2 people.
Hang on.
Which, by the way, they finally solved that problem in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yep.
Wow, it only took him almost 20 years.
Yeah. Well, Zach, don't worry. Don't worry. One day you'll find your way, and then you'll get riddled by bullets.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore! Cowabunga!
I'm trying not to laugh so loud.
Oh, my little.
That's...
Whoa. What do now?
I'm trying. I'm really trying. Fran, you can tell how hard I'm trying.
Oh, yeah.
I can. I can be your hero, baby.
And now we forged a D-Link with Zach.
Jesus.
But we're going to have to conclude this stream because, well, it's getting late.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to wrap up soon, too.
And next week's stream will be on Digimon Stories Cyber Sleuth. Yet again.
Hello.
So we'll be back at this in a month.
Cool. Let's see, I'm trying to get to what potentially might be a checkpoint, so I'll figure it out as I go. Of course, I could just not play anything for the next week, or I could play Uncharted 4 some more, but I don't know.
Alright, I'll talk to you guys later.
I'll talk to y'all later.
Later.
Bye.
Yeah.
You try to climb up there? In those boots? Yeah. Pretty sure you don't need this. Yeah, it's working.
You know, Drake, typically pitons are supposed to be used with a gun to put them in. You could have maybe, I don't know, brought some yourself?
Almost there.
You know, you are a guy who does this kind of thing. You are an adventurer, right? I mean, no D&D character would be caught dead without a, I don't know, a dozen pieces of climbing equipment, maybe? Well, I guess we're ending on that note. Unless, of course, I can... Let's try to aim a little bit closer, but that didn't work. Let's see, if I can't figure this... I was aiming to the left that time. That didn't... Okay, so... I guess one more... Okay. I'm gonna stop saying one more time. Oh, bullshit, I couldn't grab that. Okay, now I'm actually done. I'll see you guys... Yeah, I'll see y'all next week. With, more Uncharted 4. Get kinda late.